How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today I want to talk about the market, talk about the couple fears that people have had over the weekend, whether it was the Fed's new meeting here today or the Biden talking with Putin about Russia and Ukraine. We're going to talk about that. Also talk about what people are pricing into the market as far as rate hikes and show the three cryptos that institutions are really focusing on right now, and one that they didn't focus much on last year. So I'm going to walk you through it. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button and subscribe button, I really do appreciate that. Also, there's a link down there to BlockFi to get an interest rate and a bonus on your cryptocurrency, so you guys can check it out underneath the video. Also, there is a link to Unstoppable Domains in case you want a readable wallet address. So instead of a 40-character phrase, you can have something like sam.wallet and you can just send crypto there. It's much easier. Plus, you can buy these and try to sell them on the secondary market for more money. So definitely check that out. They are on Polygon too, so it's super low fee. Actually, it's zero fees right now to claim your unstoppable domain. Now, the whole market is down a little bit here today, about 0.5%. Some people thought we would get a big pump going into the Super Bowl or after the Super Bowl because of all the new people that were going to see commercials about crypto. Thing is, when people think that, there's also people that want to sell off thinking that we're going to fall down afterwards, or saying that, hey, we're going to get a peak, so might as well sell then. So it kind of evens itself out. I think there are more people that will be in crypto for the long term now because they did see ads for the first time, or maybe they've seen them a few times now and they decide finally they would download an app. And we did actually see a large number of new people coming into Coinbase, at least because of the fact that they had 20 million clicks and it crashed their app. So hopefully they can get better about this. Whenever there's a lot of volatility, they seem to crash, which is why I suggest having multiple brokers or multiple exchanges where you have crypto if you hold it on an exchange, just for the fact that when there is volatility, you don't know if your app will crash. A lot of them do right now. So overall, not a bad day, not a great day in the crypto market. Dogecoin's down about 5%. SHIB is down about 5%. Polygon's actually down about 5%. And Crypto.com is down 7%. So those are some of the bigger losers of the top cryptos. Bitcoin itself is holding up pretty well. It's not very volatile right now. We're at a really interesting point, though, because of the fact that we are right above the 50-day moving average. So if we can keep on closing above that, that will be more bullish. If we fall below it, that's going to be bearish, and people are going to take that as a bad sign for the future. Now, if we fall below it, I'm not looking at a massive long-term bear market. I think there will be more money flowing into crypto, and you can see that we just passed it. So it's not like we haven't been here before. People just take it as a bearish indicator. So it's something to pay attention to, but it's not the end of the world if we fall below it. Now, Biden warned Putin of severe cost of Ukraine invasion. So Putin and Biden talked on Saturday. If you didn't know that, Biden told Putin that invading Ukraine would cause widespread human suffering, and the West was committed to diplomacy to end the crisis. So they said that they're not going to start a war, but they would impose large sanctions on Russia. They deny that they intend to invade, but they moved over 100,000 troops around 3 borders of Ukraine. So maybe it's just, like a lot of people say, maybe it's just a show of strength. Maybe they're just trying to get something out of it, but they're not actually looking to invade. But this is really expensive, so I've got to think there's some reason for it. So we'll just have to see from here. But people in Ukraine don't seem to be worried either. I've heard that people on the ground there aren't really worried about being invaded. We'll see what comes out of this, but it seems like the market has calmed down a little bit from Friday, because we did get that massive, 3% down in the NASDAQ, and now the NASDAQ's calmed down a little bit. Crypto's not freaking out either. Now, we do have the Fed meeting here today. We haven't really gotten any news about this. These are somewhat regular when they're unplanned, but still, it is an unplanned meeting at a time that we are seeing high CPI inflation. So a lot of people are worried. Now, you can find this on investing.com. You can basically see what people are expecting in terms of rate hikes. Most people expect about a 0.5 point raise here in March, 63%. And then by the end of the year, you can see about 99.7% of people expect that we'll have over 1% rate hikes, or we'll have a 1% rate by the end of the year. And you can see some people think that it's going to be 2%, some 1.5%, but you can see that a lot of people are expecting we have 6 to 8 rate hikes now, the majority of people. So that is kind of what we're pricing in. Obviously, if we hike less, it's probably bullish for the market, but bad for inflation long term. So we'll just have to see what comes out of this, but that is still about a month away. And then we do have the weekly asset funds report. This is from institutional investors. Ethereum finally broke the 9-week spell of outflow. So they finally flipped and went positive. They have about 21 million flowing into them this week. Bitcoin had about 25 million. Multi-asset had about 19 million. So not huge inflows, but it's better than the outflows that we had seen for several weeks in a row. And really, this is what started Ethereum's big outflows. I believe it was 9 weeks, so it must have been this week that we started. But finally, some money flowing back into Ethereum. Overall, this is just a 0.4% of the total AUM, but a positive inflow is good. We also had some money flowing into Solana, some into Polkadot, some in Cardano, then some in Ripple. So a good week overall for digital asset inflows. Now, I want to hear your thoughts on this. It's kind of a quiet day so far. It's kind of odd because we had so much fear at the end of last week, but just seems like a quiet Monday. Maybe it's because it's Valentine's Day. Maybe it's because of the Super Bowl yesterday. Maybe people aren't really feeling like going to work today. I know that I kind of was a little bit sluggish this morning, so maybe that's all playing into it a little bit. Let me know your thoughts about this underneath the video, though. And again, you can check out the link underneath to BlockFi and Unstoppable Domains. And I will stop this before 8 minutes so that way you don't have to watch a mid-roll ad. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.